Hi, my name. My name is Shannon Taylor. I had the privilege to do Banff 2 times. So I did it last year and I did it this year. And I feel like I took a lot more out of it this year because I wasn't so afraid of not being liked or so obsessed about making sure that I deserved to be there, and I was able to just kind of do what I was supposed to do there. So I learned I have a love for Shakespearean text. I haven't done Shakespeare since Ryerson, since I graduated several years ago, and I loved it there, but I've taken kind of this hiatus, and working on Measure for Measure, I did a scene with Alex. We did Isabel and Angelo scene, and I found it fantastic. I just love sitting at the table and talking to one another and trying to figure out what it all means, and so I would say I have a renewed sense of excitement about Shakespeare text. Okay, what am I looking forward to in Edmonton? I'm looking forward to doing the show, to getting it up, getting in the space, and we've just started, mostly almost finished blocking the whole show, so I look forward to continuing with it and seeing it all come together. We've kind of been, because there's 3 different stories going on at one time, we have isolated rehearsals, and I look forward to now seeing it come together and being able to observe kind of what the other groups have been doing. Okay, my role is Helena, and the challenge is that I'm still working with is kind of knowing that Helena is a comedic role, and not trying to play into the comedy and play it for truth, but also know that Midsummer Night's Dream is considered a comedy for a reason, and it's in the text, and so trying to balance and navigate my way through the humor and what that means for me and with the other lovers, and so I would say that that is my challenge. But one other thing, even though you didn't ask me this question, is that one of the great parts about doing the program into the show, which is the same as last year, is you get really close with the people, and so you don't have to work as hard, and that was true for last year for the family that we did in Little Women, and it's also true for the lovers. You automatically are connected just by virtue of having spent a long time together, and so that's a really, I feel like we're already a step ahead. I lived with Hermia before with Rose, and so that helps. I'm from Toronto, and I went to school there, and I would say the arts community there is very vibrant, and there's a lot of talent in the city. Some of the most talented people I know either are from there or live there now, so it's very competitive. And I would say it's kind of in transition right now. I think there's a lot of great independent work coming up, and I think theaters, some of the bigger theaters, are trying to still establish what they are in comparison to the other theaters. So I would say in transition, but I'm very hopeful for Toronto, and I love the city. For young artists, I'm kind of thinking about my buddies in this who are like auditioning right now for theater schools. I would say, don't think that one school or one decision you make at the beginning of your career is going to make or break it for you. I remember thinking that, putting so much pressure on myself, and realizing in the end, if you're destined to do it, if you have the drive, if you have the talent, you will do it no matter what, and no school or no teacher is going to make that decision for you. So trust yourself and know that you'll learn something wherever you go, and don't be stressed.
What's your favorite beer?
My favorite beer? Stella Artois.
That's a fancy beer.
Why is that a fancy beer?
Well, it's like, it's imported, right? So it's like,
Yeah. It's fancy.
No, it's cool. I respect that.
It's an extra
That's
$1
fun.
or something.
Yeah, but that adds up. You have 10 of those, that's 10 more dollars.
I know.
What's your favorite beer?
Me? I'm a Bud kind of guy. You know, like,
I like turtles. Sometimes I feel like doing weird things.